We propose to develop the first national longitudinal study of the moral and professional formation of American physicians over the course of medical training. To address the question, how does one become a good, that is to say, a virtuous physician? Medical science today offers more power to cure than ever before. Yet, the American public increasingly views doctors as having lost the virtues that characterize the good physician. In his book, Trusting Doctors, The Decline of Moral Authority in American Medicine, sociologist Jonathan Imber notes that Americans once viewed medicine as a sacred vocation. But trust in the profession has steadily declined as physicians have become, quote, more valued for their technical competence than for their noble character, unquote. The Project on the Good Physician will take advantage of this natural experiment in moral enculturation and formation to seek a richer understanding of medicine's contemporary answer to Plato's question, the ameno, to Socrates. Our long-term goal is to follow national cohorts of physicians from matriculation to medical school to several years after completing postgraduate clinical training. We expect that the development and sustenance of medical virtues will depend on a complex interaction of individual characteristics and contextual factors, both durable and mutable, virtue sustaining and virtue inhibiting. A longitudinal design allows us to assess the interplay of these factors over time. The objectives for this 2-year project are to build and test an administrative architecture for effectively fielding a longitudinal study of physicians in training. This study will follow in the tradition of the great longitudinal surveys of past decades, while taking advantage of the unique capacities and efficiencies made possible by today's computer-based survey technologies. Second, we aim to develop and refine robust measures of the medical virtues. We'll build on research from the fields of positive psychology, sociology, and moral philosophy to identify measures that are reliable proxies for the virtuous practice of medicine. And third, we aim to engage a multidisciplinary team of advisors who can help to ensure the rigor and success of the national longitudinal study we envision. We begin with McIntyre's definition of virtue. A virtue is an acquired human quality, the possession and the exercise of which tends to enable us to achieve those goods which are internal to practices, and the lack of which effectively prevents us from achieving any such goods. We then follow physician-philosopher Edmund Pellegrino, who applied McIntyre's formulation of Aristotelian virtue ethics to elaborate those virtues that are essential to achieving the goods internal to the practice of medicine, namely the preservation, promotion, and restoration of health. In the interest of brevity, I will grossly oversimplify our analysis plan for these quantitative data to say that we will model both the characteristics that predict the development and sustenance of virtues, as well as the effects of virtues on students' cognitive and emotional responses to work, their clinical practices, and their career decisions. With respect to the former, we expect virtues are shaped by both individual and environmental characteristics. We heard that in the last presentation. The individual characteristics we will measure include basic demographics, family and cultural background, education, history of community service, measures of aptitude, famous MCAT scores, personality, and religious characteristics. Now, with respect to religion, this study will extend my program of research by examining how physicians' religious traditions, commitments, and practices interact with their clinical experiences to shape their moral character and sense of vocation. The 1910 Flexner Report on the national status of medical training in the United States provided a rigorous data source that fueled national medical school reform, led to a reevaluation of the scientific foundations of the practice of medicine, ultimately revolutionizing the way medicine was taught and practiced. And at risk of hubris, we propose that the Project on the Good Physician may create momentum for a new Flexner Report, this time focused on the task of nurturing and preserving medical virtue, that is to say, the task of forming good physicians. Moreover, the project could provide a model by which similar investigations in other professions, such as law, nursing, clergy, military, and others, might be conducted, and so make a substantive contribution to a new science of virtue.